buy my freaking cookbook. Buy it. It makes me rich and it helps you lose weight. We both win. It's called a win-win situation. You can't get better.
Yeah, okay.
You're gonna lose weight. I ain't.
Hello there. When it comes to Greg Doucette, one of the first things that appealed to me was the way that he talked about food. Up until the first time I heard him say calories in versus calories out.
The number one thing they need to understand is that it's calories in, calories out that decides if you lose weight or not.
I had been so inundated with anything but talk of the law of thermodynamics. It was keto this, intermittent fasting that, vegan this, carnivore that. But at the end of the day, if an individual is taking in less than what they're putting out, they're ultimately going to burn fat. It's just the way it is. The specific kind of foods really do not matter, save for some minor thermic effect from like protein and fiber, but I digress. So unless you're choosing a diet for some reason other than fat loss, all you really need to know is calories in versus calories out. It really is the tried and true method. The only issue is it's kind of hard to stick to. Because we as human beings, as the sophisticated animals that we are, we love to eat. And we love to eat a lot. And not just that, we love to eat the yummiest kinds of foods. And that is likely why there are forces out there trying to debunk the law of thermodynamics.
In this house, we obey the laws of thermodynamics!
Because it is so difficult to stick to our calories without putting on unwanted fat, we instead choose to be in denial. And that is precisely why you need this, a book. And yes, it is hands down, better than the first. Which was also a great book, don't get me wrong. It is truly unfortunate though, because I do feel like this book is gonna be misinterpreted as something that is specifically for bodybuilders or specifically for athletes, because it's not written by like a chef or a nutritionist, it's written by a professional bodybuilder. But despite this, I really can't think of anyone that I wouldn't recommend this book to. Or in other words, I recommend this book to everyone.
Rated E for everyone.
And I genuinely mean that. I'm not trying to pander and I'm not trying to dote. This is the philosophy that I use to maintain my relatively low levels of body fat. But nobody needs to maintain low levels of body fat, just healthy levels of body fat. And this book could easily help anyone. A bodybuilder, an athlete, or just your average Joe, or Jane, or Circle.
You all know that I say we should all be circles.
It's definitely a tool that I would recommend to all of my clients. So much of the world is in dire need of dietary and nutritional help. And my country is amongst the most obese in the entire world. And that is not me bragging. This book could really, truly help a lot of people. For those who aren't as familiar with Greg Doucette, he likes to live by a high volume, low calorie dense food philosophy. So to be more specific, the strategy is to fill your stomach with foods that don't contain a lot of calories. So then you'll be full, satisfied, have no desire to eat any more than you need to. Kind of like how a 100-calorie bag of popcorn is gonna fill you up way more than a 160-calorie serving of nuts. How full you are tends to be way more based on the volume of the food as opposed to the calories of the food. This is the strategy that is promoted and preached in the book. It gets you thinking in such a way as to help yourself maintain a healthy level of body fat. Seeing as it's a cookbook, it's also filled with loads of recipes that allow you to get pretty creative. Definitely more recipes than last time. And no, I haven't tried them all, but I think it's safe to say that based on the recipes that I have tried, combined with my perusing the ingredients from other recipes, it seems like it's a page turner for deliciousness. And I also must highlight, it's really cool to see he has four lasagna recipes. Because let me tell you, up until this point, I thought it was damn near impossible to make a low-calorie lasagna. And he literally has multiple subsets of categories for breakfast variations, wraps and sandwiches, dinners, sides, treats, desserts, snacks. Basically every part of your day is covered as far as foods go. And there are of course vegan, vegetarian, and gluten-free options. And they are not difficult recipes. Kind of like the intention to keep the recipes low calorie dense, another intention is to keep the recipes simple. Not so simple that you wouldn't need the book, but simple enough to where I would imagine that just about anybody could craft whatever the most difficult recipe in this book is. So it's honest, it's effective, it's full of content, easy to follow. Are there really any cons? Well, not exactly, but it depends on how you look at it. Some of the recipes call for special ingredients that may be hard to come by for some, but there are links in the ebook as well as substitution guidelines. And really, the majority of recipes do just call for standard ingredients. But Greg also highly recommends not getting too hung up on the specifics. There are no rules, as he often says.
There's no rules. So you'll have to taste test.
Another potential con is the price, which tends to be a talking point when it comes to Greg's books. Yes, the price might be steep for some, but this could also be the last cookbook you ever need to buy. As far as I'm aware, it's the most effective as far as your weight loss is concerned, as well as your taste buds. So if you are in a position where you can get this book, I could not recommend it higher. Even if you're somebody who doesn't struggle a lot with weight loss, this book would give you, basically endless recipes that are gonna leave you more satisfied than last time.
That's what she said.
That's my joke. Damn it, Dwight.
Anyway, definitely check out Greg's channel for the very, very, very few of you who haven't already. Also, please like, subscribe, share, comment, do all the things that might help this channel grow because it would be greatly appreciated. A couple of clicks cost you nothing. Follow me on Instagram at tom.lazoric. Let's stay friends. Hopefully I'll see you real soon. Thanks again for watching, everyone. Please stay tuned because in a future video, I'll be taking you through one of Greg's lasagna recipes. Happy New Year, everybody.